Let's go. Cheer!
This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, May 10th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Richard Corso. He's the head coach of the Cal Bears women's water polo team. They just won the conference tournament. And Coach Corso joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Berkeley. Coach, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's awesome to be here.
Happy to have you. So, are you guys the favorites now?
No. We're still an underdog. We're going into this tournament as number 2, and there's a bunch of good teams out there that on any given day, somebody can be really, really successful.
All right. So, are you happy that you won from a confidence standpoint, or are you still trying to keep that underdog edge?
Well, we're doing both. We're really excited because, as you probably know, we were ranked 5th this year in the preseason poll going into it. 5th in the conference and 5th in the country, and we had a great March. We were able to beat USC here at home, and then we went on the road for the first time and beat UCLA in their new pool, and then we headed over to Hawaii, which is a very, very strong team, and we won that game on the road. So March was a big month for us, and we had a lot of success in the tournament. UCLA upset Stanford, and then we beat them in the final. So I think there's a lot of confidence, a lot of consistency in our play right now. But, yeah, I would say that we're still the underdog.
And the tournament is coming up this weekend. Is there a team that you feel like you match up with better than others? You said that UCLA knocked out Stanford. I mean, would you match up as well with Stanford, do you think?
I think with the top 4 teams in this tournament, we match up really well, with all of them, for that matter. I don't think that we matched up well with a San Jose or a San Diego or a Hawaii, but with SC, UCLA, and Stanford, I like the way we match up with them.
Now, with each team, do you change, offense or defensive strategies? How do you approach each game and telling the girls that we're going to play a little bit different than maybe the previous game, or do you just do what you do best?
Well, there's different patterns for each team. I mean, you have to make some adjustments. We're still, it's all about us, and we try to be very selfish in our game approach, but we still have to take a look at some of the tendencies of our opponents defensively and offensively. Do we want to slow the game down? Do we want to pick the pace of the game up? So it's a combination of both, but I would have to say that, we're never going to abandon our defense. We like to attack on defense, and that's really a cornerstone of our program.
I think it's safe to say that it has already been the most successful year in history for Cal Aquatic Sports, with both the men and women winning the swimming championship. You're in a great position to add to that.
Well, this is a tough wing to be in at Berkeley. Right next door is Dave's office, and as you said, they're NCAA champs. And then Terry is right across the hall. And then on the other side of me is our women's volleyball team, and they got second at NC2As. And then across the hall and down the hall is men's water polo, and they got second at NC2As. So if you're not first or second, this is a tough part of the building to be in.
Coach, I do not envy your office situation right now.
It's all good, everybody here, we all get along great, and it's not just about, to be quite frank, because all of us have Olympic experience, it's not just about being the best aquatics program in our country collegiately. We're trying to be the best aquatics program in the world.
Which one of your players could not only make the swim team, but do pretty well swimming under Terry?
Oh, that's a tough question. Wow. I mean, we're mobile, don't get me wrong, but we don't have that kind of end-to-end speed that she has out there. But as far as work ethic, and clearly it's a different sport, and she has a very different approach. I would suspect that there could be 3 or 4 of our girls that would embrace the training that they do, because it is very different. There's a lot of cross training, and I mean, I watch what she does, and I'm just amazed. But I would have to say that probably Emily Chicos, our junior from Alberta, Canada, and I would also say one of our freshmen would love that kind of training, and that would be Jen Talbot from St. Francis High School down on the peninsula.
All right, the reverse question, are there any of the swimmers that could make it on the water polo team? Have you seen any of their high school tapes maybe when they were just messing around that you thought, well, there's something there?
I would have to say that because the sport is so specific now, and it's not only specific towards swimming, but towards, let's say, your race, there's a couple of girls out there that if they had started when they were, let's say, 10 years old on the water polo track, with great end-to-end speed, the kind of height, and maybe being left-handed, yeah, they could have been great players. But right now, I mean, it's just so sport specific, not only for that sport, but like with our girls, if you're a driver, you're a driver. You don't go to 2 meters. Our goalkeepers have a completely different training protocol than the rest of the ball club. So, but she's got talent. She's got some athletes out there. So,
well, Coach, it's the big weekend. Do you have any superstitions, any lucky charms you carry with you to the big tournament?
No, we're just going to keep doing what we do. Our credo is let's get a little bit better each day. And I've told the girls for the past 8 weeks, don't let anybody or anything get in the way of, peak performance. So, no, we're going to wear our same warm-ups. Nothing changes. It's our warm-up doesn't change. Our tactics don't change. We're going to do what we do.
Well, good luck at the tournament, Coach. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, that's Richard Corso joining us from Cal. And that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.